Hi there, everyone. I wanted to show you today how to watch Sass using the Watch Sass VS Code extension for only certain folders or files. So we're going to start by creating a workspace for the project that we're in, because otherwise this folder or files that we select is going to apply to all of your VS Code. Watch Sass anytime you watch Sass. So we want to save as workspace if you haven't already. And then we're going to go down to our workspace JSON file here. And so this is what I added here. So I'm going to just delete it for a second. But basically, this is what it looks like to start out with when you create a workspace in VS Code. So what I did is just I went to the docs, which I will paste the docs in the description. It was a Stack Overflow, and also the docs for the extension. But basically, we add this live Sass compile.settings.exclude list, and exclude the files that we don't want to watch or the folders. And the notation for that, first of all, you'll see this in the docs if you check them out, but we want to leave these two in by default, the node modules in the VS Code, so that we don't get those things watched with Sass, or that we don't exclude them. I'm not really sure why these are here, but they came by default, so I just left them in. So after that, just add as a part of the array here, each directory name, so the name of the directory or the name of the file preceded by 2 stars, or if it's a directory, then followed by 2 stars as well. And if this was like called something like WooCommerce plugin and it was a file, then we would write it like that instead. If we want to exclude certain files. So that way we can ignore all these folders. And you can see this in action here when I, let me open the Sass file just so we can kind of be in the Sass file. Okay. So here we have the Sass file, and I'm going to click Watch Sass. All right, we're watching. And you can see here in my GitHub desktop, we have 3 comments or 3 files that have been changed right now. So if I go back here and I click on this and I comment these out, so I don't exclude. If you want to look at the folder structure here, let's check it out. So this is the root folder structure. We have all these WooCommerce folders, and then we have the Lambda child. So now that I don't comment these out, I'm going to click Watch Sass again to turn it off. And we're going to see now when I turn it back on, it's going to watch the Sass in all those WooCommerce directories, and it's going to make a bunch of CSS map and CSS files that we don't want. So we click Watch Sass. Now I'll go back, and you see what happened here. We have like 100 or something new edits, or new CSS files and CSS map files. So if that happened to you, you can just select them all, shift and select all of them, and then right click and then discard the changes. Just make sure you don't discard anything that you've done. But apparently they can be restored by retrieving them from the trash. I didn't know that you could get discarded changes from the trash. But we'll discard those, and then as you saw earlier, we comment this out, we unwatch, we start watching again, we go back and check it out, and now they're not being watched. And as you can see down here, there's this option to include items also. I didn't really get it to work, but I mean, it was working to the extent that I could click Watch Sass and it would watch the file, but then it would just stop. So And if you click on the include items, let's turn Sass off for a second. If we include this lambda child directory and then we just comment all this out, then if there's something in here, there's only going to be included that folder. So now I'll go, and let's add something to the Sass file so that we can know that there's a change being made. So I'll just make a test selector here. Okay. And so now, since we're only watching this, this should get watched and update in our CSS file here. So we don't have it yet, but once we're done, it should show up there, the test selector. So let's go back here and click on Watch Sass. And you see how I clicked it once, but it did not keep watching. It just it says generated. You saw that there was a change there. If you notice the code it says it generated the file. So let's go back and check here. Yeah, we see that the Sass did compile, but it doesn't stay on for some reason. So I don't know if you'll have the same issue. But like we go and check it. It makes us have to click it each time for the Sass to compile. And maybe there's a setting or something that I don't know about. But that's how you can only watch your Sass for certain files in your project or folders in your project. So I hope that was helpful to you, and thank you for watching, and good luck to you. All right, bye.